Little Wonders of the Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches and Palm Beach County, the best way to experience Florida.
Welcome to Little Wonders of the Palm Beaches.
Let's go golfing!
Oh my gosh. This is turtle nesting paradise.
Hey y'all, welcome to Yesteryear Village.
This is crossing for a cure. So Rachel, what are these things?
Well, they're called records.
Painless dentistry? Yeah, right.
This is Safari Falls.
He is so cute.
We're coming to the Loxahatchee River Center. Back at you.
I'm just going to take this nice big piece of fish. I'm going to toss it in like this.
Wow.
And I slurp it up.
Sometimes I refer to this as hillbilly aerobics.
Now it's time to try some garlic ice cream.
This is Artie Gras.
That is Mrs. Bubble. She is maximum size for an Atlantic spotted porcupine puffer.
Well, this doesn't happen every day.
I love your face.
This is the best stinking party in the Palm Beaches.
Yeah!
That is
Cuban
so good.
This is Little Wonders of the Palm Beaches.
Little Wonders of the Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches and Palm Beach County, the best way to experience Florida.
Hello, Amy. How are you?
I'm great. Nice to meet you, Gemma.
Nice to meet you too. I've heard a lot about you.
Oh, fantastic. Have you ever been to Bush Wildlife?
No, I have not.
So I got to tell you a little bit about us. We're a wildlife hospital. So all the animals you're going to see today have been sick, injured, orphaned. There's a reason they wouldn't survive in the wild, and that's why they live here. So these are our white-tailed deer. This is daffodil. And then over there is cypress. And you'll notice, of course, the males or the bucks have the antlers. His are a little funky because he has been neutered. Again, please lick her. I'm allergic to you, so please lick her. We get a number of the sandhill cranes in. Most of the time, they've got a leg injury, hit by cars, potentially hit by golf carts. They do tend to hang out in very urban areas. So these are our bald eagles, and one of the things you'll notice about this enclosure is there is no roof on it. So all of these birds have wing injuries that keep them from going back out in the wild again. Bald eagles, they're actually quite populated here in Florida. There's many, many pairs of breeding eagles here, and the reason why is because we have so much fish. So you think about like the Loxahatchee River, and you think about all the areas around here, and there's so much water in Florida, and that's the eagle's favorite food is fish. So the only other state that is proven to have more eagles than Florida is actually Alaska. You'll notice as we walk around, we've got all these birds here, and these are actually black-crowned night herons. And it's funny because we got a few of them in as youngsters, actually from Palm Beach Zoo. They were nesting on their property, and unfortunately when they would fledge, which is what it's called when a baby bird leaves the nest, they would actually fledge into their crocodile habitat. And so they were kind of, pardon the pun, sitting ducks. And so they would bring them here and we continue to raise them up. And we thought, oh, it'd be such a nice addition to bush wildlife if people could walk around and see some of these wild birds. Well, great idea, they can see them. But now when it's close to feeding time like it is right now, we've got the night herons all over the property waiting to see if they can snatch free fish. Amanda, what are you doing? So Amanda's one of our educational ambassadors. She's actually been with Bush Wildlife Sanctuary since the 80s, which is actually before we ended up here at the Loxahatchee River District property. And Amanda is a crested caracara, and I call them she's showing off. They are the bird with the identity crisis. So crested caracaras are actually a falcon because of the way their internal organs and their structures are set up. But their nickname is the Mexican eagle because it's the national bird of Mexico, just like we have the bald eagle here in America. And they behave more like a vulture. So even though they're a falcon, they're not fast flyers, but they tend to choose to eat carrion, which is why they don't have any feathers on their beak or their feet. It is an adaptation so that they can eat carrion without getting a lot of dirt and blood and bacteria and things on their face or on their feet. Keeps them nice and clean. Oliver is a barred owl. and she is one of our oldest residents here at the sanctuary. She actually was found on the Loxhatchee River. These are one of the few owls that will nest on the ground. And when she was still in the nest, unfortunately she was attacked by another animal, don't know what, but a hiker found her and her wing was basically barely hanging on and unfortunately had to be amputated. So Ollie's been with us since she was a baby, and she has gone to hundreds, if not thousands, of educational programs. The really interesting thing about Oliver is because she was raised by humans from a very young age, she tends to stutter. So out in the wild, barred owls will kind of go, who cooks for you? But she'll get stuck on the who. Never does she do that on command. That was awesome. So these are educational ambassador bobcats. Normally I would never say, oh, just go pet a bobcat, you know, but these are actually ones that we have traveled with. They've done David Letterman and Jay Leno, and they've gone to the Southeastern Wildlife Expo in Charleston, and they teach people about bobcats and coexisting with bobcats. So we have 3 of them here right now. We've got, this is Porter, and we've got Paisley and Penelope, and these guys unfortunately were orphaned at a very young age. They were taken away from mom. Most likely someone saw mom, got panicked, trapped her, moved her, and then realized I was seeing her because she was hunting to feed her children. My shoes must smell really, really good right now. So they're like, I've got to get my smell on it. So that's why we're in here with these bobcats right now. So here's a grape for you. I'm gonna grab one for her. So you've got Taya, this is Kiona, they're sisters. You just hold it between 2 fingers, and they're so gentle. I love your face.
Oh my gosh.
So
Look at, like, watch just how she, like, takes it.
they've got these wonderfully sweet, soft lips.
Oh my god.
So, and of course we work with them on this. I mean, yes, it's a wonderful educational encounter. This is one of those things where you can really teach people to appreciate nature because of this kind of interaction. But it's really important for us for their medical behaviors. If we can get these animals to actually come up, for instance, show us their feet. Kiona, will you stand all the way up? Please, I know it's late in the day. Come on. Maybe Taya will do it. Try to get it, hold it up and tell her to come up.
Come up here.
Oh, I just
Yeah,
got licked.
good girl.
Come on.
Good girl.
She'll stand like that. We can
You're
take a look
so
at her belly.
big.
We can check and see if there's anything going on as far as any kind of scabs, bug bites, any kinds of
You're
problems.
a good girl.
This is Micaiah. Micaiah came into us kind of an interesting way. She was confiscated at Palm Beach International Airport. Her and her brother passed away a couple years ago now, but they were being illegally smuggled into Florida in the exotic pet trade. You can come down here and meet her if you like. You just kind of put your hand flat, and of course, once you get past Heather, you can kind of...
You're purring. Are
You
you
hear her purring?
happy?
So, obviously, she is extremely used to people.
Yeah.
Most likely, she was bred in a captive situation. My understanding is that she actually was used like in Ohio, where laws concerning wildlife are very, very loose, if you will. And they would use her for like glamour shots. So you'd be at the mall and you pay $10 to get a picture with a cub. And then once they get too big, they get introduced to the illegal pet trade. And that is how she ended up here in Florida.
Wow, you are beautiful.
She says, I know.
Thank you so much, Amy. This has been a really, really, really cool tour. I enjoyed it so much, and I will definitely be back.
Thank you. Please bring all your friends.
I
Tell
will.
everybody we
I
want to
will,
share our
for
animals
sure.
with everyone.
I will
so.
be back.
Thank
you so much.
Have a good
day.
one.
Bye.
Little Wonders of the Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches and Palm Beach County, the best way to experience Florida.
Today is a very special day here in Lake Worth Beach, Florida. This is Crossing for a Cure.
My name is Travis Suit. I'm the founder and executive director of the Piper's Angels Foundation and Crossing for Cystic Fibrosis. And the Crossing for Cystic Fibrosis was an event that was born out of the connection and relationship to the ocean and the benefits of the salt water and salt air for those with cystic fibrosis. My daughter Piper was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis when she was 4, And when we learned about this connection, it was a gift because at that time, your child's been diagnosed with a terminal progressive disease. It can really cast a blanket of uncertainty on their future. And so to have something that was natural, accessible, outdoors, out of the hospital, you know, away from her everyday treatments. It was really a miracle to have that and to be living in Florida and to be able to have this positive environment to benefit from. So we created the Crossing, which is a long distance paddle challenge from the Bahamas to Florida as a means of promoting that connection and awareness around cystic fibrosis and the benefits of the ocean, and as a way of fundraising to support the CF community. So one of the most positive aspects of this entire event, from its inception when there were 4 paddlers in 2 boats to today, where years later we have over 80 boats, hundreds of paddlers, hundreds of thousands of dollars in fundraising. This is a crowd-funded event, and it's been incredible to watch the community here in Palm Beach County and beyond to rally together around their paddlers and participants, around our cystic fibrosis patients. And from the beginning, the most joy and sense of gratitude that I've gotten is to experience what it feels like when a community comes together, and the outreach, in this wave of love that encompasses, you know, our mission of helping people. And that's really been significant in its development, and also the resources and the people here in Palm Beach County that have come together. Everybody has really jumped on board in a big way because they understand what we're doing and why, and it's made all the difference in the world for how we help our families.
Crossing for a Cure has raised over $600,000 for cystic fibrosis research. Today we have over 200 paddleboarders coming from Bimini in the Bahamas over here to Lake Worth Beach.
So the journey from the Bahamas to Florida in this 80-mile paddle adventure, it's a really unique experience. And that journey is a great metaphor for what the people who fight with cystic fibrosis every day are going through. It's a long road. They know what lays ahead of them. Their support systems are absolutely necessary for helping them along the way when they need to be able to lean on somebody when things get rough. And so, you know, we suffer for one day through this experience of battling the wind and the waves and the sun and the elements as a way to show our support for our CF warriors and the families and what they battle and face. And so, you know, after hours and hours of being in the ocean, watching the sun come up and being out there over and over, you have to reconceptualize who you are in that moment to keep going. And eventually you get back here to the beautiful beach here in Lake Worth. You see this pier on the horizon, and you see these buildings on the coast of Florida and here in Palm Beach County. And it's a great beacon of hope to see those buildings, even though it can be deceiving because it's still very far away and you still have hours and hours to go. But knowing that there is a point and that you will get to the finish line, and when you get there, having your friends and family there, hearing the bells on the beach, seeing the support, and, you know, being victorious no matter whether you paddled 1 mile or 80 miles. When you cross that finish line, it's an incredibly overwhelming feeling, and it's life-changing.
Right now we've got Team Flying Fish that just paddled 80 miles from Bimini in the Bahamas to right here in Lake Worth Beach, Florida. Let's cheer them on. We've got so many people.
Team Flying Fish as a unit.
It's just amazing, like how quickly it's grown and how much you feel like the care and the love that these people have for each other. So it's pretty incredible.
I think what made this event so meaningful to me is that as a CF patient, I have no choice. I wake up and I have to fight each day. But my friends and family and people I didn't know chose to endure this 80-mile distance to support the CF community.
So there's a number of ways that people can get involved with the Piper's Angels Foundation or with the Crossing for Cystic Fibrosis. You know, we try to be as all-inclusive as possible, and what I mean by that is you may not want to or be capable of paddling 80 miles. We offer an opportunity to paddle it competitively, recreationally. You can do it solo. You can paddle as a team, so you can paddle with teammates and share in the experience. But you can also be a captain. You can be a crewmate. You can be a staff or volunteer member here to help with the beach landing event or with the events in Bimini. We have a lot of pre-events leading up to a big pre-party here in Lake Worth. There's a lot of ways to get involved with the crossing in that community, and there's a lot of other ways to be involved with the Piper's Angels Foundation through our programs. You can go to pipersangels.org or to crossingforcysticfibrosis.com. You could just go check us out on social media. You know, sharing is caring, right? That's what they say. So any sharing in that way, it shows the caring for what we're doing in our mission and why. And we're very hyper-focused, and it's very black and white what we're trying to accomplish for these families and these patients. And it's that rallying that's so important. And so any contribution, any effort, any energy, any ounce of that is vital to the foundation of what we're building as a platform of advocacy for the cystic fibrosis community. I'm Travis Suit with the Piper's Angels Foundation and Crossing for Cystic Fibrosis. Stay tuned for more from Little Wonders of the Palm Beaches.
Little Wonders of the Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches and Palm Beach County, the best way to experience Florida.
Did you know there are over 140 golf courses in the Palm Beaches? Whether you're a scratch golfer or just love the game, you have to check out Drive Shack. Today I'm here at Drive Shack in Palm Beach County with Lindsay, the General Marketing Manager. Lindsay, can you tell me about this awesome place that we have right here in the heart of Palm Beach County?
Definitely. Thank you guys so much for coming out. We are so excited to bring a new level of entertainment to the Palm Beaches. Drive Shack is a 3-level social entertainment venue. We offer fun golf gaming, retro arcade games, creative cocktails, delicious food items, and there's just something here for everyone. It's a fun social place to come out and enjoy. The best place for like a non-golfer. It's not intimidating, it's fun, you can swing, miss. For our golfers though, we do have a PGA professional. We really just felt like Drive Shack was a great fit in addition to the Palm Beaches. We obviously have tons of avid golfers here and the weather's beautiful. We're all weather here with heaters when it's a little chilly, and then some cooling, system here for our hot days. It really offers rain or shine fun. We have different meeting and event spaces. We have even a boardroom where you can come out and have a lunch meeting and then come out and host some clients and play some golf. We have a 2nd-level grill and bar, which is like a full sports bar, open to the public, whether you're coming into golf or just come in for lunch. We have all the sports packages for your, sports fans. And then on our 3rd level, we have a rooftop terrace and bar. And there we host different brunches. We have a DJ up there on the weekends. And it's just a fun social place to come out with some girlfriends or, have a birthday party, bring the guys out. We offer delicious options on our menu. There is your typical burgers and some wings, but we have some unexpected dishes as well. We have a watermelon poke bowl, which is like a vegetarian spin on a traditional ahi poke bowl.
Wow.
We have some delicious flatbreads. Crowd favorite here is definitely the pork wings, and then offer some really delicious desserts. We have some cookie skillets.
I saw those.
Yeah.
Those look so good.
There's just surprising items on the menu that definitely seem to please all of our guests here for sure. So you can head over to driveshack.com where you can find our pricing, hours of operation. If you're interested in booking a private event, you can do so there. We are conveniently located on the airport property, so whether you're on a layover or have some guests in town, we're just off 95 on Belvedere, so it's a really easy location to get to.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah. We're open 7 days a week, all weather, rain or shine, so just come on out and let's light it up.
Well, I brought some friends, so can I go check out the facility? And
Definitely,
have some fun?
definitely. Game on, have fun.
Yay, thank you so much. Today, I brought 2 of my best friends with me, Lauren and Vicky, and we're gonna hit some balls and eat some really good food. Let's get to it. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. Woo! That was good. Go. Ah, this is not gonna be good. Bro, you got it in the blue! Vicky, I feel like you're gonna be kind of good, actually.
You got this, Vicky.
Volleyball. Ooh! That was
really
good. We'll see you at Drive Shack. Little Wonders.